So, here we are again, and some might say, hey Mr. ReVolt, I'm having a deja vu. And I can only say, well, that's what it looked like, but it isn't. Because these are once again a set of Panther Cougars, and it is a brand new set, because I have the other set on the workbench. And the other set we found a real nice set of inserts for. We combined some super soft insert with some fridge foam. But then after making that YouTube video, people said, yeah, I would like inserts for my Panther Cougars, but I need to be able to drive in the wet. So then we started developing Team ReVolt inserts for them, and that's what in these tires right now. And as I look at it right now, I look at the deflection, I look at how they pull. Yeah, I think we hit our mark. Seem to do real good. There's a little bit firmer in the rear, a little bit softer in the front. Before we say they are perfect, let's just slowly continue on our course and see where we end up. That's yeah, okay. There's a little bit of crossweight, but he did put the rear tire down. Let's see if we go into the corkscrew, what we can do over here. These old school tires, the rubber is so sticky. It's really keeping his wheels nice down. We have, yeah, I think these are about the most positive offset wheels that I do have in like normal 2.2 beadlock wheels. I cannot go any narrower, which still ends up at 11-inch in the front. I'm kind of silent right now because I don't know if this was possible with the foams. And 11 in the front and 10 3/4 in the rear. This guy is just killing it all on these tires. Yeah. I've driven these specific lines so many times that I have a real feeling for how I've developed a real feeling for how things are feeling, and yeah, these ones so far, wow. So the first part went really well. Let's now see if we can do the ledges. Always a tricky bit. Okay, nice grip, barely any hesitation. There's always, and here's the double edge ledged, and they took it real nice. There's always a lug slipping in the front on these heavy pulls, because the overdrive, as long as the rears don't slip, that really is not an issue. That's what I'm watching on a number of things. What are the rears doing instead of the fronts? Let's take as much real estate as we can, because we are wide and we want to make this turn in. Wow. Almost over that stone with the driver rear. Yeah, look at him go. You will say, yeah, we saw more vehicles do this. It's about the feel on how these tires do this. That's just crazy, and they are fresh out of a bag. I just got the bag open, so they are brand new. Oh man, they do so well. And now I'm curious if they are going to do the new line, the drop, because our inserts are supposed to give some extra sidewall support, and the rubber is sticky. So let's see if we can. Oh man, it is a lot colder in Belgium at the moment, and there's even a little puddle of water. I don't know how well these work in the water, but yeah, the inserts are no longer an issue. I think this is as good as you can do this specific problem. Let's then also see if these ones can do the reverse drop. I think I came in a little hot and too far to the driver's side, and now we go through the water. I hope that does not hurt the performance. We need the rear to drop off. Oh man, these tires have so much grip. I didn't even use the complete rock, and now I need to shuffle to this outside to get them up. So yeah, kudos to these boys. Okay, we are halfway through the video, and that means we are going to do the lines on plumb. First straight cut, straight up, and width is not always an advantage on this line, but this guy, this combo, these tires, they don't really care about that. Man. So the second set is now not in, but on ReVolt tires, on ReVolt inserts. So the second set is now on ReVolt inserts. Let's just see if we can do the tsunami approach. Yeah, why shouldn't he be able to do that? Okay. And then we have the right hand side cut. It's always really difficult to film this in a correct way, so you can really see what the tire is doing. And now I'm wondering if my inserts are compliant enough to do this line. Shovel a little bit more back to the driver's side, cut back to passenger, because this is as always some wins, and you have to give in on other things, and I hope I don't have to give in on this. Yeah, really compliance test. No, I just needed to find the correct line. Once you have that correct line, there you go. So I was afraid compliance was going to be an issue. Of course, foams, yeah, you can't really beat foams on the compliance part. And yeah, so these. I was watching the rear tire and how well it did grab on the rocks. I was afraid I did make the inserts a little too small, but I think we landed on something. I think it's actually really good. Yeah, then we are at the face. We actually already were here on an exercise, but let's just see if we can also do the other things. Straight over the hardest cut approach. Yeah, why not? Let's go into the pumpkin line. Front pumpkin cleared, rear pumpkin, yeah, it didn't even touch. And now we have the fallback spot. There was one lug that slipped on the rear tire, so really good. So then there's also tsunami, the tsunami approach on the face. Let's see if we can do that. Bring driver up, and once driver is up, you bring passenger on. Then we need to shuffle back. Yeah, it's called tsunami because this car found it. I think it was on RC 4-wheel drive bully comps. Yeah, I'm going. I was really not paying attention, but that doesn't seem to matter for this car and these tires. So, yeah, man. Then there is the complete right-hand side approach. I think I already messed up on the approach. I can already tell. Well, at least he's in frame. If he would do something that's not supposed to happen, yeah. You could see it. I could see it. You could see it. We were there. It was not enough to plant passenger front down. This is the better approach. Pull up. A nice bit of lug scraping. There's some wrinkling in the tire. And then he's pulling himself really nice up over that. Yeah, the hardest part. Let's just see if we can do this in between rocks, which are really not easy. Let's just see, we do it slow. And now there's a ledge, and the rear tires don't really have a lot of grip because there's another ledge on the driver. So maybe a tiny, yeah. There was just a matter of wheel speed, and they seem to react really well to that. Per usual, we end up on slick side. Now, it has been raining, but the rocks are not wet, so slick sides should not be an issue. So the second set is now mounted, and yeah, my son is a hero. He found 3 sets, so we still have a set which is in the original bags. Oh man, that was so easy, that pull. That was so easy. And I have to say, you're probably not going to believe it, but these tires perform better with these inserts than on the foams I have in them. But maybe this setup is a tiny bit softer than the foams I have, which means I'm going to keep this set for Tsunami, and the other set, which then requires a little bit of more, that's a little bit more weight. I think that set is gonna end up in Cougar, and then we both have a set. So I'm really grateful that my son found these, and yeah, so we can drive together with these, and we are on the typical thumbnail spot. What can I say? It's not up to me to give myself a pat on the back for these ReVolt inserts, but yeah, they just perform so well, and a big part of that is of course the tire, but this is a collaboration between an outstanding great tire and then a set of tailor-made inserts that take the whole of the parts to a new level, and I can only be really grateful for that. So that's all I have for now. We hope to see you on the next one, and yeah, keep your eyes open for new content, because there's a couple of things coming around. As we are nearly at 500 subscribers, we are going to do a little giveaway. I will keep you posted on how we will do that, but up till then, see you all later. Bye.